Hi everyone, welcome to this tutorial on how to get started with the .NET MAUI DateTime Range Slider control. Using the .NET MAUI DateTime Range Slider, you can select a range of date and time values by sliding a thumb along a track. Now, I will show you how easy it is to add DateTime Range Slider control to the .NET MAUI application. I will also demonstrate how to bind values, set minimum and maximum values, intervals, labels, tooltips, ticks, and dividers, and change the orientation. Before you begin, make sure you have installed the latest version of Visual Studio 2022 with the required .NET MAUI workload. You should also have one of the .NET SDKs installed on your machine. Once you have installed the necessary tools, launch Visual Studio 2022 and click Create a new project from the dashboard. From the list of project templates, select the .NET MAUI application and provide a project name and location. Here, I'll proceed to create the project with the .NET 7.0 framework. Now the project is ready. Before I move forward, let's take a quick detour to set up the environment for running our application. Here, I choose an Android emulator. For this demonstration, I will select the Pixel 5 Android emulator. Once the emulator is selected, I'll run the application and show you the default output. The application has started compiling the default code, so let's wait for a few seconds. And now the application's homepage is displayed. Next, I will show you how to incorporate a Syncfusion.NET MAUI DateTime Range Slider into this application. I open the NuGet package manager. Search for the Syncfusion MAUI Sliders package and install it in my application. It will take a few seconds to complete the installation. Once the package is installed, I need to register the Syncfusion core handler to map the cross-platform API to the native Vue API. So, open the MAUI program file and add Syncfusion MAUI core hosting. Then register the handler by adding the configure Syncfusion core method. To use the Syncfusion MAUI controls, it's necessary to register a trial license key. I can do this by opening the app.xaml.cs file. Add the register license method and enter the trial license key. To find out where to generate the trial license key, you'll find a link to instructions in the description below. Next, I navigate to the main XAML page and remove the default scroll view-related code. Then import the Syncfusion MAUI Sliders namespace. And initialize the control by adding the SF DateTime Range Slider tag. Next, press the F5 key to run this application. See, the default DateTime Range Slider is rendered, and you can choose any range by dragging the thumb. Alright, let's see how to enable labels on the slider. You just have to enable the Show Labels property. Look here, the DateTime Range Slider renders with labels. However, notice that the labels in the tracks are congested. You can customize the track range and intervals in the slider using properties such as minimum, maximum, and interval among others. For example, if you want to represent the custom range on the slider with an interval of 2, just set the minimum value to April 1, 2023, and the maximum value to April 1, 2024. The current values of the DateTime Range Slider can be represented by the Range Start and Range End properties. I set the Range Start to May 1, 2023. And Range End to August 1, 2023. Since I'm going to show the slider values in months, set the interval type to months. And the interval to 2. Check now, the track in the DateTime Range Slider is customized based on the given values. To format labels on a slider, you can use the Date Format property. You can apply any available date and time formats. Now, I set its value to a custom month-year format. Here, the month-year format is applied to the labels. Next, I will show you how to enable the tick lines. To do that, I enable the Show Ticks property in the slider. You can also add the minor ticks between major ticks. To do that, I add the minor ticks per interval property and set its value to 1. Check now, major tick line is shown in the slider track, and minor ticks are shown between the major ticks. By default, the DateTime slider's highest value is displayed on the right and the lowest value on the left. If you want to inverse the slider, then enable the isInversed property. And the slider renders with the highest value on the left and lower values on the right. Apart from these, there is another option to indicate the currently selected value using a tooltip. To do that, I add the tooltip property and include the slider tooltip. Check now, a tooltip is shown for the currently selected year. Next, I will show you how to divide the DateTime slider using shapes to represent the major interval points. To do that, I enable the Show Dividers property and customize the divider's active and inactive radius by adding a divider style property. Then, define the slider divider style and set the active radius property to 4 and the inactive radius to 6. Check now, dividers are shown for major interval points. And the radius of the divider is increased based on the provided values. Next, I will show you how to select track values discretely. To do that, I include the step duration property and set its value to 0, 2. Here, 0 represents the year count and 2 represents the month count. And now, the values are selected discretely based on 2 months. Notice here, DateTime Range Slider is rendered with a horizontal orientation by default. I can also show the slider in vertical orientation. To do that, I include the orientation property and set its value to vertical. See, the slider rendered vertically. Now let me quickly summarize. I have shown you how to create a .NET MAUI application and add Syncfusion MAUI DateTime Range Slider control with a few of its basic features. You can download this working example from the GitHub link in the description below. I've also shared a link where you can see if you're eligible for our community license, giving you a free license key to use our .NET MAUI products. Thank you for watching this video. If you found this video useful, give it a like and subscribe to our channel.